Should we get Grillo on for one last thing? Grillo! We're wrapping up. You got anything else?
Yeah, man.
Oh, you do?
I always got something, brother.
All right, what do you got? One last thing.
Well, you could check me out. I'm on Twitter.
Oh, I don't mean that. I mean actual content.
What kind of content?
And then if you give me something.
I got my. What do you want to know, man? I got stories up the ass. You want to know how I saved Howard's life? So
Do I have to say allegedly?
No, it's not allegedly. It's 100% true.
Really?
Yeah. It was. So I used to pick him up every morning. And I was 600 Madison, so there was 2 entrances. There was the one on the side where the garbage came in.
Why did you pick him up? Where was Ronnie?
I would come early, and Ronnie would call me, and I'd go downstairs, and I'd...
Well, that's not picking him up. You just let him in the front door.
I'd go down and let him in the building.
Oh, okay. So, that's a little different.
So, there was the front of the building, and then there was the side entrance. And I was usually get there and make sure sometimes people there, they wanted autographs, blah, 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 blah. So I'd get there, and I'd tell Ronnie to either come in the front or the back. So... I get there one day, and I was, hungover from being at Scores, of course. I got, 2 hours sleep, but I thought I was going to be late. I beat Ronnie there, and there was a car sitting right in front of 600 Madison. So I went upstairs. Ronnie called, and I said, yo, bring him around the back. And, of course, angry Ronnie was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm just about to pull up. I was like, bring him around the back, Ronnie. There's a car parked in front. I don't know what the fuck.
So you saw the car, and you thought
I saw the car, and I made
the
call. Go around and go to the back entrance. The big gate would come up. It was basically where they pick up the garbage. If a limo had to come in or something. And so now he huffs and moans, and now the gate goes up. And now whoever was in the car figured out that there was 2 entrances, and they were standing on the corner. So now the limo pulls up, and Howard gets out, and the guy in the corner goes, Howard Stern, you motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking kill you! And he starts running full speed towards Howard and me and Ronnie. Howard was like a deer in the headlights, just stood there didn't know what to do. I grabbed Howard, and now there was the gate, and then there was the door to get in the building after you get past that long thing. So I grabbed Howard, and I said, run! And I push him towards the door. And as I get to the door, right before I shut the door, Ronnie sort of catches the guy as the gate went, because I was screaming to the security guard at the same time, shut the gate! Shut the fucking gate! And Ronnie grabs the guy as the gate's still going down. So I don't know if the guy got away from Ronnie or anything. So I'm holding the door, and I'm like, Howard, just get in the fucking elevator. Get out of here. And so Howard's like, and so he runs. Oh, jeez. I think it might have still been his hair at the time. So he runs, and then I hold the door until I hear the gate go down, and I kind of peek, and Ronnie had stopped the guy at the gate. And now I get to the hallway, and fucking Howard's sitting there with his fucking gun out. And he's like, I was like, yo, put that away. Put it away. We got him. He's outside. He goes, oh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I was like, Howard, I don't know. That's why I told Ronnie to come in on the side entrance. And we go upstairs, and we're both shaking, and we got into the door, to KROQ, and he was like, shit, Ronnie. I go, fuck Ronnie. So now at that point, there used to be the marshals used to hang out. That was their spot. They'd get coffee. They'd start the day. The marshals used to park on the corner, maybe to watch Howard, or that was their starting point. So I come downstairs to check on Ronnie. The marshals got the guy in handcuffs with a shotgun on top of the car and 12 shells laid out. Swear to God. He lived in Albany. Howard just got canceled in Albany, and he was so mad that Howard did nothing to fight him getting canceled that he was going to kill him.
He was mad that Howard wasn't on the radio in Albany
but the Howard didn't fight because he got canceled in Albany.
Did this make the papers at the time?
It was very quiet. It was very quiet. All we got was...
Well, you didn't see him take the shotgun out.
No, I didn't know he had a shot. But if Howard would have pulled up to the front of the building...
Then Ronnie didn't have a gun on him that would stop him?
No, but it doesn't make a difference. If I didn't tell him to go on the side of the building that day... If he would have pulled in, the shotgun was in the front seat.
Right.
So he wouldn't have had much. He didn't, he had that moment where, do I run back and get the shotgun, or do I just attack Howard by myself? The car was too far away.
Right.
So, but if Howard would have pulled in the front that day, he would have had the shotgun on his lap and probably would have fucking blown him away.
Okay, the shotgun was still in the car.
The shotgun was in the car. He didn't have it outside the car.
And the stalker was expecting you guys to go in the front door.
Yes. He was expecting. So if I didn't tell Ronnie to come around the back way that day, things might be a little different.
What if he would have missed? the guy.
Well, then things would have been kind of different.
There is an extra step there where maybe the guy was thinking all this, but in the end, maybe wouldn't have.
No one's going to know. All I
never
can tell
know,
you
right.
is the guy had a loaded shotgun in the front seat of the car and was waiting for Howard to pull up to the radio station.
Wow.
And I had to testify in front of a grand jury.
Wow, it went that.
Yeah.
Why was this so quiet? I don't think this.
Because you don't want to get people. You don't want to inspire people.
Yeah, of course.
So.
So whatever happened to the guy?
Oh well, he was. Obviously, there was a lot of. You know how much the cops love Howard. So that guy was in the tombs for a very long time. He disappeared. He got sentenced to the full extent of the law. He was done everything. Well, how that works. No one ever heard from the guy again.
Have you ever told this story before? Yes. Oh, you have?
I think I saw this on a Law and Order Criminal Intent. I think that Fisher Stevens was the host and Ken Dashow was the
Ken Dashow. Oh my God,
was the producer. But now Grillo, because I've shadowed talent before, you just pushed Howard in the elevator and went back for Ronnie.
I once we got upstairs and I knew Howard was safe inside that plastic, inside the KROQ security. I went back down to make sure Ronnie was okay.
That's what you sent an intern for. Your job is to stay with the talent until the cops get there. And you're supposed to jump in front of the bullet.
Yeah.
You know what? To be honest with you, I would have jumped in front of the bullet without question.
Now, I ended up sitting technically in Howard's seat when he left KROQ and David Lee Roth failed, and then they came back to get me and Anthony to try to save KROQ. Yeah. After they hurt our career for 2 years and 3 months, now they like us again because they needed us. And in that big studio that you've been in a million times, they said that he had that.
Well, was that 40 West 57th? This was at 600 Madison.
They said that giant window in that studio. We opened up, or maybe David Lee Roth opened up, and they said, yeah, it has a gorgeous view, but Howard would not allow that window to not be covered because he was scared of people maybe doing some shit.
I was there personally when
So this wasn't at.
Well, this
is
you're talking about 40
Madison
Avenue.
Avenue.
This was at 600 Madison, but at 40 West 57th Street, I didn't even know that they had windows there because everything was closed in.
Oh wait, but you've been in that studio?
Yeah, I was there the first day.
They have a giant, gorgeous window.
I had no idea.
And some of the old timers told us that Howard had that all covered because he was so paranoid.
He's a lot better now, but there were points where we just had to go around the corner from Sony because we were going to see a movie screening, and there was too much traffic to take the limo, and we had to walk 2-3 blocks, and he was just like, the guy's looking at me. Who is he? He was like. Because he said a lot of crazy shit on the air, it pissed people off.
Yeah.
And people, they either get overexcited when they see him, or they want to go, hey, fuck you, you stupid big-nosed motherfucker, and he doesn't like confrontation outside his comfort zone, and who doesn't? He basically, he would, but now apparently he's a lot more at ease in the public. But back when I was there, this is at the height of his fuck you, I'm going to say what I want, rock star kind of attitude. It was walking down the block was an issue. And plus, not for nothing, he's 6'5" with long hair and a big nose. He's walking down the block. People just say him. No, but you look up and it's like you can't,
And then also, if you bring a gun in New York City, you get 3 years in jail, like Plaxico Burress.
Sure.
So there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot less guns now.
Well, that's a hell of a story, Grillo.
Boo, 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 boo. Opie Radio. Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.